hope you enjoy our message. Bubby, we're so happy that you came to visit for a while. Maybe hear one of your wonderful stories before we go to sleep?
Certainly, my beautiful children. Let's see, which one?
Something happy, Bubby, please. We always want to be happy, and your stories are the best.
Happy. Ah, yes. Let me think. So now I will begin. Did you know that all day long, everyone in the whole wide world walks around carrying an invisible bucket? No matter where you go, no matter what language you speak, everyone has one. You can't see it, but it's there.
You have one, so does every member of your family. Your grandparents, friends, and neighbors have one too.
And do you know why you carry an invisible bucket? I'll share the secret with you. The purpose of the bucket is to hold your good thoughts and good feelings about yourself. So you must feel very happy when your bucket is full. Yes, indeed. Full buckets make very happy people. Have you been wondering about that sound you heard? That clinking sound? Let's see if you can guess what it is. Song. You need other people to fill your bucket for you. And other people need you to fill theirs. So how do you fill a bucket?
You fill a bucket when you show love to someone, when you say or do something kind, or even when you give a smile. That's being a bucket filler. A bucket filler is a loving, caring person who says or does nice things that make others feel special. When you make someone feel special, you are filling a bucket. A smile is a good sign that you will fill someone's bucket.
But you can also dip into a bucket. You dip into a bucket when you make fun of someone, say or do make something mean, or even when you ignore someone. That's being a bucket dipper. And a bucket dipper, the saints are her have control.
To make myself feel better. Maybe I'll lay a seat on the bus before she gets there. I'll laugh and laugh. And then I'll think I'll check out everyone's snacks. If I can make them feel that their snacks are no good, maybe they will become crabby and sad because they are hungry. Will I feel better if I make everyone sad like me? A bully is a bucket dipper. A bucket dipper says or does mean things to make others feel bad.
Many people who dip into other people's buckets have an empty bucket themselves. They think they can fill their own bucket by dipping into someone else's and taking out their happiness. But that will never work. You never fill your own bucket when you dip into someone else's.
But guess what? When you fill someone else's bucket, you fill your own too. You feel good when you have others feel good.
I like the smile you're wearing. It shows a look of caring. And if you'll do what we do, your smile will surely stay. Give thanks and count each blessing. Don't leave it just to guessing. For if you count your blessings, you'll have a happy day. You can always keep your bucket full. Just remember this important rule. Every one of us is so blessed. We can serve Hashem with happiness. You can always keep your bucket full. Just remember this important rule. Every one of us is so blessed. We can serve Hashem with happiness. If you ask Hashem, it's simcha every day. Keep the Yetzer Hara far, far away. No more bucket dipping with simcha as your tool. You don't need a dipper, your bucket will be full. You can always keep your bucket full. Just remember this important rule. Every one of us is so blessed. We can serve Hashem with happiness.
I can always keep my bucket full. I'll remember this important rule. Every one of us is so blessed. I can serve Hashem with happiness.
All year long I go to school. I walk by myself, I study by myself, and I eat lunch by myself. I wish I had some friends, but nobody likes me. I have the opportunity to have Yeshiva with the Rebbe. I think I'll ask his advice. The Rebbe is so wise, I'm sure he'll have a suggestion for me so that I can make some friends. People normally make me feel like I'm not afraid. I see. Let me ask you some questions. What do you do when you go to lunch? Let me think. I take out my food and look for a table that has an empty chair. Eat my lunch quietly, bench, and leave. And the others? Oh, they continue conversations, so I'm not even there. Here is my advice. Tomorrow when you go to the table, try to notice what is missing and bring it to the table with you. The following day, try to come down to lunch a few minutes early and set out some napkins. The day after that, you could try to bring a pitcher of water. Next week, I'd like to hear how things are going for you. Please let me know how you are doing.
You can imagine how confused I was. I came to the Rebbe to tell him how poorly I was being treated, and the advice I received seemed to be the opposite of what I expected. I thought it had nothing to do with my problem, but how wrong was I? The next day, I tried to try the Rebbe's suggestions. Two girls were sitting at the table eating their lunch. They hardly nodded in my direction, nor did they stop our conversation to say hello. Hi, I noticed we could use some salt on the table. Clink!
Oh, thanks.
Clink! The next day I came before the others, so I had time to set the table. Clink! Hey, look! It looks like someone's expecting company. Who do you think is coming? Hi, how are you? My name is Shauna, and I brought them here for all of us.
Clink. Hi, Shoshana. That's really nice of you. Thanks.
Shauna, it's nice to finally meet you. My name's Sterna. I guess we weren't so friendly before. I'm really sorry about that. This is Goldie. You know, I think we may have met before. Did you ever go to Malka's house?
Clink, clink, clink.
So how was your week, Shoshana?
Rebbe, it worked out better than I ever could have imagined. And I think I figured out the secret to the Rebbe's advice. When I waited for the others to notice me and make me feel included in their group, nothing really happened. When I started doing kind things for the group, they noticed the kindness, and me. By doing something for others made me feel much better myself.
Clink, clink, clink.
All day long, we are either filling up or dipping into each other's buckets by what we say and what we do. Hi, Mom.
Each day we start with an empty bucket. We all want to feel success. Each day we can fill each other's buckets. That is what brings us happiness.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Reba. How was school today? Oh, it was really good, Baruch Hashem. How was your day? My day was also pretty good, Baruch Hashem. You know, Mom, I'm really lucky to have you for a mother. I love you.
Clink, clink. Watch for a smile to light up their faces. You will feel like smiling too. A smile is a good clue that you have filled a bucket. It just takes a little practice.
And remember that everyone carries an invisible bucket. Think of what you can say or do to fill it.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You're welcome, my dear. I love to see you after school.
Clink. Hi, Maya. Welcome to Yeshiva. Would you like to play with us at recess? Clink. Sure. Thanks.
I'd like to thank you for the help you gave me. It really gave me the extra boost I needed to understand the math. I knew that you could do it all along. I gave you a few strategies to help you feel more confident, and I'm so happy it all worked out. You see that you can be successful, and that makes me happiest of all.
Clink.
Hi, Zadie. Would you come visit us soon? I love spending time with you.
There are so many ways to fill a bucket. It doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't cost any money, and it doesn't take much time. It's really very easy. And remember, when you fill someone else's bucket, you fill your own too.